Sip to my. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Real Rasta Boy TV, and it's your boy, the Real Rasta Boy, coming to you on Catfish Tuesday. Hey, hope y'all just check out MTV Catfish episode, cause God knows that I did, and I'm here to give y'all a messy ass recap on Catfish. I think we're on episode 8. The episode was just about Jesse and Frank, if I remember their name correctly. Not gonna be a long review because it was very much blah blah blah. I was back and forth watching it with trying to watch America's Got Talent and trying to watch the game on BET. So I wasn't too all into this episode because it was a bit blah. And if y'all agree, because you know we're back and forth on Twitter, tweeting with my fellow Twitter fans and Twitter peeps and Twitters and tweeps and everything. You know, at the Real Rasta Boy on Twitter and at the Real Rasta Boy on Instagram, we were all chatting and voicing our up in our mother's ratchet ass episode tonight. You know, tonight's episode features this blonde girl, hair bleached out like crazy, and I know when I say bleached out, she is at least level 9 blonde. She was so white bleached, her skin looked pale, and she's a bit scrawny. Like scrawny means she's a bit skinny, fragile looking. She has that Drew Barrymore voice, but look like she did. Oh my God, to put it in a good way. Like, you know, when there's, oh God, I don't want to sound messy saying it, but you know, sometimes when those ratchet white girls do porn and they look all scrawny and you know, and like they don't really eat, and they're in porn and you can see all their bones and stuff when they're doing the porno flicks and stuff. That's all she's gonna give me. She gives me super white, blonde, dumb girl that maybe do porn, looks kind of unusual, has that funny, unusual, bubbly eye looking, weird looking. Like, girl, don't look at me like that with her crazy face, girl, and she may not be looking at you crazy. Anyway, her name was Jessie. Another unusual name, Jessie for a girl. You know, we know that that's a unisex name. However, anyway, I'm still sipping on the drink of the week. Mango Madness, Snapper with my vodka. Cheers to that while watching the video. Make sure y'all leaving y'all comments on what y'all thought about tonight's episode of Catfish. Okay, let me continue. So Jessie's from PA, so big shout out to PA. You know, I live right close to the border of PA. PA is like 30 minutes away from me, if I'm going to Philly, that is. So when I saw Neve and Max driving through PA, driving through Philly, I'm like, look at Philly getting some shine on and everything like that. I'm like, okay. Okay, so she's been talking to this guy, another guy, for 3 damn years. Never met this damn guy. This guy was a friend, you know, this guy name is Frank, and Frank is a friend of Brian. Brian and Jesse know each other, okay? Brian is, I'm not sure, I think he's in the military still, or the army, whatever. And he had, I don't know if it was a roommate, whatever they call him, but they were, you know, buddies and stuff. The girl Jessie saw Frank picture or profile or something on, you know, on Brian's Facebook page, and you know, I guess wanted Brian to hook them up. So Brian made the connection. They became friends via Facebook, start chatting, all that good stuff. Never video chat again. Here goes another people talking for 3+ years, never video chat. Video cameras, we have so many technology nowadays, people not to be video chatting or chatting face to face on any kind of devices to make shit, you know, be a reality. Anyway, long story short, this dumb ass girl from PA, the boy said, let's meet, finally. She drives down from PA to North Carolina. The guy lives in North Carolina, right, in some trailer park area, boondocks area. The guy lives like, I think from Delaware to North Carolina it's like 7 hours, so she lives like an hour from me or more. I'm not sure what part of PA she lives in, so I'm gonna give or take. She may live at least 8 hours from North Carolina. So this dumb ass girl go put in her car or whatever car her mom gives her and drive to North Carolina to go meet some guy. While she was on her way, she was in, you know, conversing with a guy and talking to him, and also, you know, talking to Brian. When she got to North Carolina, guess what? The boy was a no-show. Okay, after a while, we were given the real reason why he was a no-show. Him being a no-show sent up a lot of red flags to the girl that this guy was BSing her, but when he talked to her days later, he told her that he got in some trouble while they were, the day that or the night that she was to meet up, and thus the reason why they didn't meet up. The girl obviously think that obviously it's a game or a prank, and she didn't believe him, but she really wanted to meet him in person. Feel like, really, what's going on? What's going on? And why cannot we meet and resolve this issue and move forward? Okay. So Neve and Max come into play because, Neve and Max is some PI, they're going to get on the case, trying to dig up dirt and investigate and find out all they can about this damn issue. So Neve and Max put on the investigative caps. They dig deeper and realize that this guy was arrested on the same night he should have met up with Jesse. The night he should have met up with Jesse, he was arrested for possession of destruction. Sorry, arrested for possession of arm with a weapon of mass destruction. I guess that's legal terms for carrying a firearm that's been tampered with. He said he had a firearm that I guess a serial number or some part of the gun was scratched off or something. So in North Carolina, if you have a weapon that has some form of altercation or kind of scratch off or any kind of modification done to the armed weapon, you can be arrested for having a armed weapon of mass destruction. So that's what he was arrested for. When the military got word of it, they went and bailed him out because, the military have connection with everything. The military gets on top of everything. Once one of their people are arrested or in trouble, they go bail them out and find out what's happening. The situation was that it was nothing too deep. So he got out, but Jessie still kind of have her doubts that this guy was kind of playing her. So finally they drove or fly or whatever to North Carolina, met up with the guy Frank. Frank so happened to be himself, and the guy in the picture a little bit more chubby, but we all change physically sometimes over the period of time, and we got a bit, weight put on, or we get a bit skinnier, fluctuation of season or whatever fits our boats. We may be floating fat or we may be floating skinny, sometime, it happens. So Frank looked a bit thicker to me when I saw him in person meeting Jesse for the first time, and when I saw the pictures of him in the uniform and other pictures, he looked a bit skinny. So that's why I'm making my, my assumptions or, voicing my opinion. Anyway, long story short, this blonde, super blonde Miss Girl, Jessie, she looked pretty young too. I don't know how old she is. I forgot how old she was. Anyway, she was excited to see Frank. She jumped on Frank, all hoo-hoo holla, hugging Frank. She and Frank had an instant connection. Long story short, she hang around in North Carolina for, I think, a couple of days. They shoot for a couple of days in North Carolina, although a lot of it's edited out. Long story short, the next day when she and Neve and Max met up, she got in with Frank. Miss Thing made sure that she's not gonna buy a car unless she test drive it. And I so agree with you, because what about if the sex is whack? What about if his penis is small? What about if his penis has some form of deformity? What about if his performance in sex is not up to par what you're used to? So she tried it out, and she liked it because she was all over, head over heels with him the next day. They went to meet his peoples. They all liked her. They want her to come back. She agreed to go back. But when we got an update about what's been going on with Jesse and Frank didn't meet up since they shoot 2 months ago, and Max let him know that Jesse want to come down. They both did a three-way kind of video chat. Jesse agreed to drive down to North Carolina again. Here goes the Miss Thing driving down like she has no money to fly. I'm like, bitch, can you buy a damn plane ticket and take the plane down to North Carolina and stop driving 8+ hours to North Carolina like you have no damn sense? I can't sit in a car for more than 2 hours. Anyway, she beats me because I'm not sitting in a car for more than 2 hours to no damn body. It could be the damn president. So she went to North Carolina, and 2 days after she's in North Carolina, she realized that it's not meant to be. They're not compatible. Her ass went back to Pennsylvania to her fabulous house, which her mom provided for her, because she lived with her mom still. A nice, cute house, and leave his wretched ass in North Carolina with all his problems he's having with being in the military. When you're in the military, you have so many problems. Sometimes when you go to war and fight for America, and they send you on active duty where you are constantly in a lot of turmoil and situations that may cause you to have issues mentally, physically, all that stuff that is affecting him still. That's the reason why he acted the night when they should have met the first time. And he explained to her in person the reason why he was arrested for armed with a weapon of mass destruction, because he said while at the gas station getting some gas, he was reflecting back on situations when he was in, I guess, Afghanistan or some kind of active duty situation, and people got suspicious of him and called the cops, and they searched the car, the gun was found, thus him being arrested. So I not firsthand have experienced people with previous situation with being ex-military or have military issues from just being in a war or active duty. But I've heard about stories about people having issues of trying to cope with regular society after being in at least one war. So I can have some sympathy for Frank, but Jessie said she was on it for 2 days after meeting him the second time, and she went the F back home in 2 days because it's not working. So sad to say that after 3 years, after boo 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 and hey baby and all that stuff that they were doing, they found out they're not compatible after the second meet in person. Oh well, all ends well, or may not have end well. But anyway, they're moving on. I'm guessing. I'm sure Jessie with her beach looking self, bleached out hair, blonde looking, dumb bombshell looking. We'll find another dude that will like her, because she's one of them girls that is kind of Barbie-ish looking, that she's not really that pretty, but she giving me Barbie-ish, dumb Barbie-ish, that people will still gravitate towards and may, trying to holler at. And Frank is in the military, earning his money, living in this trailer park in North Carolina, and still doing him. At the end of the day is, they met physically twice. It's not for them. They're moving on. Okay? Oh, this cocktail is everything. Make sure you're drinking on your Mango Madness, Snapple, vodka, and a splash of juice, whatever you choose, either orange juice, pineapple juice, or whatever, to top it off. And please, thank y'all so much for subscribing and making y'all comments on what y'all think about MTV Catfish episode. I would say Jessie and Frank, because that's the two main characters tonight. I think we're in episode 8. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. And please make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at @TheRealRastAboy, and also add me on Instagram at the same damn name at the same damn time. I gotta go. I'll catch y'all next week or some other damn time. Okay, deuces. I'm out. Stop watching me. Oh.